not following the way of doing things?
I'm picking. You should do whatever you want to do. Me and Garrett are college dropouts. When graduated, you're a dropout. You go to school. Yep. What's up, brother? But Mike, that was a big reason we wanted Mike here too. Is he's the only one of us that went to music school.
Yeah. I got really busy working in music and then I left school.
Okay, you went to music school for a few years, just 1 year?
4 years.
4 years.
3.5 years, yeah.
And where was that in the United States?
In Baltimore.
In Baltimore, yeah. Okay. And you actually learned too much outside of the place you were studying, or?
Well, no, I was back then they had like the sort of performance major was like jazz and commercial performance, which was like, you know, whatever. But like, I sort of got to a point where like all I ever really wanted to do was just like play music and like make a living at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So once I got into a band and we actually started doing really well and we're busy, like sort of locally, then I was like, all right, you know, I'm working, like, see you later, you know. Yeah. But it was, you know, I had a great experience at music school. In a lot of ways, there were some things.
What were you saying on the way over here?
I was saying, I sort of flippantly was like, make sure to tell them to like forget everything they learned. But I was saying it took me like 15 years to unlearn a lot of things that I learned in music school that like I felt like held me back. Being a drummer and being not coming from a place of, I guess like tonality or like, you know, having to learn like music theory and like all that stuff was sort of like my first introduction into like writing music, and it totally was not useful in like helping me to get whatever idea I had like out on paper. All it did was set up a bunch of like walls of like what I couldn't do, you know what I mean? And I just feel like that's just the wrong approach, you know? Like I was saying to these guys, I was like, yeah, I'd be sitting in like, you know, music theory class, and the guy would be telling me how, you know, you can't have parallel octaves or like parallel fifths or whatever, and I'd be like, well, this like Beethoven piece or whatever, like he does that, like right here. They're like, well, that's an exception. Yeah. I'd be like, it's not an exception. Like he just didn't give a shit. Like he's just writing like what he heard, you know. Like, and I did learn a lot from it, but I mean, coming from me just wanting to sit down and like write a song, it like didn't. I had to just forget everything, that all of that